This is probably the most important thing. Your communication is your window of opportunity to the world. This is the only way you connect to the world. You can do all the good work in, for example, educating yourself, reading 100,000 books, and preparing for a lot of skills, learning a lot of skills, and then waiting for something to happen. Nothing will happen. You need to connect to the world. You need to interact with the world. If you don't connect, don't interact, nothing will happen. There will be no opportunity for you. So understand that it is your communication which determines the level of opportunity you are facing or receiving. In work environment, usually, when it comes to the communication, most of the time people think that is about your presentation skills, and they establish presentation skills training in the name of communication. This is only a minor part of the communication, presentation skills, and that really does not matter whether you are expert in presentation skills or not. The most critical skill in communication is conversation skills, not presentation skills, because that is what you do all the time. The most impact you could create on your personal brand is when you talk. And depending upon the quality of your talk, people could have a positive impression or negative impression. When you are at work or anywhere else in family, friends, all day long, when you talk, you are either building up your brand or you're destroying your brand based on your conversation. So conversation is really the main communication skills. Many times people say that your vocabulary is weak. You need to develop your vocabulary. You need to practice standing in front of a mirror or do a lot of other things because you are trying to develop your communication skills. You have been using your communication skills or conversation skills when you were a baby of 3 years age. How could you lack anything about those language skills? So you don't have any shortage or problem with the language skills. The only problem you have is about ideas. At one point of time when I was very shy in my student life as well as in career, I wanted to talk to other people, but I have no idea what to talk about. There was no ideas. And for example, my interview process when I was unemployed, I was shy. But when the interviewer, someone who really want to listen to my ideas, when they ask right questions, I started to tell stories because there was a lot of ideas in my mind. There was no shortage or lack or shortcoming in my language skills. I speak very fluently with a lot of passion. So don't think that you have any language problems or language skills or short of vocabulary. Think of when you are sitting with your family and friends, how fluently you talk. And you talk all type of communication. You negotiate, you debate, you argue, you convince them, you try to pressure them, all those things. Babies started to learn negotiation at the age of 2-3 years. If they are hungry, what do? They communicate. They try to conversate with their mom and they get what they are looking for. Create a library of strategic ideas, frameworks and models, the things which you want to talk about. And once you have those strategic ideas, framework, models, try to apply them to real life because that is where your strategic thinking happens. What you want to achieve with all these 6-7 skills we talked about. What is your deliverable? What you are looking for? Are you looking for salary increase? Are you looking for promotion? Are you looking for a CFO role? Probably, right? But this is a wrong approach. In your model of communication, you want to create influence. Your ultimate goal out of all these things we talked about is creating an influence. Everything else is a byproduct. So if you are able to create influence on the board of directors, if you are able to create influence on your CEO or your boss or CFO, you would get the promotion. You would get the salary increase. These tangible material things come as a byproduct. You keep focus on influencing people, and if you are doing a good job, tangible things would come back as a byproduct. So now let me share this one framework I promised you to share with you. And this is basically the whole strategy and recipe you could use to reach to this dream job. So as I have just explained, is start with the knowledge base, your knowledge base. Now, if you are a typical finance professional, even with some certification, probably you have not spent much time to understand the business strategy. You spend some serious time. I have 30 books on a strategy. That's where I spend. I'm not suggesting you to read 30 books, but at least read 2 books. So that's the starting point in this framework. That is where you start. Then this knowledge base would help you to create a mindset. And with the mindset, we also talk about the work-life integration. Work-life balance or work-life integration is a major issue for most professionals. You need to really be very clear about it. You need to clarify your thoughts and beliefs, what you want to do, how do you want to do. So once you clarify your values about family and work, things become very clear. And becomes your mindset. With the right mindset, you could develop a strategic thinking. So you have business strategy knowledge deeply. You have right people in your circle to talk about. You read other books, you talk to other people, and you become a person with strategic thinking. And strategic thinking helps you to do your communication, because now you have a lot of ideas. You have a very strong knowledge base. You have a good mindset. You can create a strategic thinking, and now you could talk about those ideas, right? As I said, there is no deficiency in your communication skills. How could we ensure that we are really creating good influence? Let's add two other weapons, powerful tools. What if you have a very good personal brand? People see you as an expert. People respect you of your ethics and values. People know you are a very friendly person. So they already have a very good perception about you. In addition to that, there are people who really have good relation with you. They feel good spending time with you. They know you are a good person. They do favor, you do favor with them. So just think of these two things. Now, you don't have to do anything specific for this. Of course, there's a process to develop a personal brand, but once the personal brand has been developed, it's working for you. Once the relationship has been developed, it's working for you. The only difference between relationship and personal brand is that relationship you try to develop with the people around you. Personal brand is for the people you don't interact directly. Also help to work with the close people, but mainly personal brand is for the people who do not have access to you, or you do not go to them, but they know about you. When you're working as a CFO or CEO, you don't know everyone. You don't want to have the opportunity to talk to everyone, but they all know you. And when they know you, they also have a personal brand in their mind. So if it is a good personal brand, it works for you. At the top is your influence. This is your outcome, and you are done. If you are able to create good, positive influence, you are done. Because other things like salary increase, promotions, that will happen itself. You don't need to do anything. You need to keep creating influence, and other things would work in the background and will happen accordingly. At the bottom, your knowledge base is your input. If there is no input, there is no process, there is no output or outcome. Your mindset is your filter. It is said that 80% of your life successes and failures are because of your mindset. Your strategic thinking, your relationship, and your personal brand work together. This is your process. Your communication is an output of all the previous things. And once you are done with the communication, then it creates outcome. Think of this model and think of a lot of other people, or maybe yourself. You were jumping on the communication without really checking what mindset you have, what is the knowledge base, and what is your personal brand and relationship. People jump on communicating other people. People jump on influencing other people. What happens? Most of the time, frustration, because it doesn't work. If you do your homework like this, a lot of things would resolve itself before even you start your conversation. And based on this framework, what is the one skill I promised you to teach? It's communication skills, but within communication skills, it's all about conversation skills. Because conversation skills could change your job, change your career, change your life actually. Think of the very critical events like job interview. So you have been going for a job process, and one interview, second interview, third interview, ultimately is at the final interview. And final interview with the CEO of the company for 1 hour. And you go 1 hour. What do you do in the 1 hour? You talk, they talk. It's conversation. And depending upon the quality of the conversation, you get the job offer, you don't get the job offer. That job offer could change your life. Look at your CEO. What do they do all day long? They just talk. All day long they talk. That is what they are paid for. Tim Cook is paid $250 million for talking. You have that skill, conversation skill. You can talk about it. If you could focus on your conversation skills, your career may change, your life may change. It is a skill used by top executive most of the time. It is a skill for which CEOs are paid millions of dollars. It is a skill that builds or destroys your personal brand. It is a skill that you are practicing since you were a baby. What's the big deal? How can we do it? How can you do it? Now, it looks very simple. You need to do some serious work.